Hey, good morning, good morning. It is the Encouraging Entrepreneur here with another encouraging word for you. Uh, when your word becomes your flesh, you can dwell among them. Now, that's a soft translation of when the word became flesh and he dwelt among them. All right, let's dive in. Whatever you're doing today, if you're scared of something, take a deep breath. Lowers that heart rate, you're in control. A lot of people, when they get in to cold water, they hyperventilate and they're not in control. The reason I can do this is because I'm in control. This is just water. It's cold water, but it's just water. Okay? We like really warm water, but it's just water. All right, let's go. So, I got this teaching actually from a guy named Myron Golden, popular right now on YouTube, and he has a lot of encouraging words to say. But he's talking about in John, first chapter of John, it says, "The Word became flesh and dwelt among us." And when your word becomes your flesh, you can dwell among people. God has done this so perfectly that every time he speaks, it's true because he's perfect, because he's God. When you are good for your word, the practice of your word becoming flesh, you can dwell among people. I had a client the other day, set it up, got an estimate, set up an appointment, shook hands, and when I showed up, they had excuses. And he didn't even come out, he sent somebody else out. And it was just the perfect example of when your word doesn't become your flesh, you cannot dwell among them. The exact inverse. And we've all had that feeling when we say, we're going to do our chores. We're going to do this. We're going to get this job done. And then it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen on the time frame. It doesn't happen before your parents come home. It doesn't happen before your wife comes home. And then it's hard to dwell among people. I notice when I'm door knocking, sometimes people say they have a pressure washer. And I look at their driveway and it's not clean. It's obvious that they don't use it. It's fine. I'm not offended. But they are lying to me saying, oh, we do our driveway. They want me off their porch, which is perfectly fine. I don't need them as customers. But lying destroys your integrity. Yes, it destroys your relationships. But most of all, if I can't believe my own words, then what is that doing inside me? So here's my encouragement to you. Where have you fallen short of not living up to your word? And I've done the same thing. We all have. We're human. We're not perfect. Where have you fallen short and not lived up to your word? And if you can you correct that? And if you're a Christian, reclaim that and say, God, I repent. I want to be a man of my word, a woman of my word, just like Christ was, just as you are. So I challenge you and encourage you, if you are a person of your word, you can dwell among them. Be a person of integrity and do what you say you're going to do. And it's a lot easier to dwell among people if And hey, if you don't want something, also say that. Say, I don't want to do this. Say no to that opportunity. And do something you want to do. You're both going to be happier for it. And if you can be a direct person, then people can trust you. Good, bad, or indifferent. And that will help both of you. So be a person of integrity and rise up today.